and Sacramento just about ready for tip-off. Let's take a look at the starting fives for both sides, starting with the Lake Show. They got Dalton Connect, their first-round draft choice, slipped, quote-unquote, to the Lakers at 17, I should say. Maxwell Lewis, their second-round selection of a year ago. Colin Castleton, who spent last year on a two-way dealio with South Bay in L.A. Bronny James, and Sean East II, who finished up his collegiate career at Missouri. Meanwhile, for Sacramento, Jordan Ford, Keenan Blackshear, Adonis Arms, Xavier Sneed, and Fardaws Amack, the former California Golden Bear. Kevin Anna, Gary St. Jean with you. Sacramento in white, Lakers in gold. As we start this one off, Saint, what are you going to be looking for out of these guys?
Well, you know, when you're playing in the summer league, they've only practiced a couple days.
Yep.
So you want to see guys go to their strengths and try to move the basketball and get quality shots. Let's see who's aggressive defensively, who makes good decisions out there.
You know, we were talking earlier, Saint, and you mentioned that when it came to summer league, you know, guys going to be a little jacked up, excited to play, and so you want them to stick to their strengths and not try to, you know, reinvent the wheel.
Well, it's so important because, you know, don't make the game more difficult than it is. That's a great pass ahead by Connect and a finish on the dunk.
Yeah, that's Maxwell Lewis, a very exciting player. I think he could have a bright future. Did not play a ton for the Lakers last year. Moving it around, here's Blackshear. He'll take the baseline jumper.
Summer league, you're going to get a good pace to the game. And then when you slow down in the half court, let's see who changes sides and gets some penetration and creates shots for others.
East, top 5 scorer in the SEC last year at Missouri. Lewis trying to take Ford off the dribble. Nice finish in the lane.
Well, that's a great take. And on defense, you don't want the guy to penetrate middle. You want to push him down to the baseline. You'll get in trouble if guys get middle all night.
34 games played for the Lakers last year for Maxwell Lewis. Fardaws Amack, a great rebounder. Can't quite get that one to roll down for him. Bronny, first shot of Summer League is just a little strong for him.
Good solid look, good penetration.
Blackshear, nice pivot. Arms. Played in the G League last couple of years. Good float game right there, Saint.
Kev, you know, so much of the NBA game is the high pick and roll, and that's that mid-range pull-up that's so advantageous for a guard.
Early lead here for Los Angeles. There's Connect. Finished up his college career at Tennessee, a little strong. Castleton taps it out. Lewis, shot fake. Oh, nice finish again. He's got all 6 for LA.
Wow. Really nice start for him. Usage of the ball fake, good penetration, and nobody there at the rim.
Yeah, there was talk of him being a potential first-round pick in the 2023 draft, which was the draft he came out. Slipped to the second round, but you can see the talent this guy has.
Well, look at that fake. And then he gets down the boulevard, and there's nobody there to stop him, and he lays it in. Great start.
A Pepperdine Wave, played for Lorenzo Romar.
Played for us in Milwaukee in 1984. That's a few years ago, Kevin.
just a few years.
One of the best guys in basketball. Love Lorenzo Romar.
Yeah, what'd you like about Romar?
He would imitate Bob Lanier and make everybody cry on the team bus. It was fantastic.
Of course, a longtime coach at Washington.
Yeah.
Great success there with Isaiah Thomas, John Brockman and company. Free throws made by Xavier Sneed, who's played in the NBA a little bit. Sean East. No. Ripped away by Arms. Gets the pick. That's a long 2, and it's perfect for Adonis Arms.
Again, usage of the screen. How are you going to defend the screen? You don't know if these guys are shooters, so you don't know if you need to go over the pick, under the pick. So I think you're going to give those kind of shots up.
Connect, getting to his spot there, didn't go in, but a good-looking Jimmy from Dalton Connect. And we're we're going to have defensive 3 seconds. So that's going to be on the rookie connect, something they don't have in college basketball.
That young guy's probably saying, what the heck is that?
How big of an adjustment is it for these players going from college rules to NBA rules?
Not that big. I think it's more about the physicality and the pace of the game that they really have the biggest adjustment with. And when that play right there, you're weak side low, and you can't just park yourself underneath the rim. You've got to be in there 2-9 and then clear the area or commit to go to the ball on the strong side. So that's not the worst thing in the world.
You know what I'm saying? I love when people say you got to have that 2.9 count in your head. How do you count to 2.9? You go 1, 2, 2.9. Like,
we had a lot of refs in the old days that went right to 3.
Ford from 18, yes, sir.
Hey, that's a former St. Mary's guy and played for Randy Bennett, one of my favorite guys in college basketball. And that guy can really score. I'm really excited to watch him play today.
Yeah, I don't think his NBA days are done. Played in 6 games with Sacramento last year, currently a free agent. Arms. Step back, long 2. He's in his bag to start.
Wow. A little confidence there?
Yeah.
Step back.
Well, this is a confident kid. When he was at JUCO, playing in junior college at Mesa Community College, he told his teammates before he ever played a game that he was going to play in the NBA, and his teammates laughed at him. Well, here he is.
Good for him.
Of course, hasn't touched an NBA regular season floor yet. Ford, nice feed. And Sneed with 5. It's an 11-0 Sacramento Kings run.
You know, Kev, we know that Ford can score, but that's what you're looking for from a guard like that. He was in trouble. He was almost triple teamed, and he went in there and made a beautiful pass. Great play.
All right, we'll take a timeout. Come on back with the rest of the first quarter after day. As we take a look at Bronny James, who missed his only shot attempt, taken 55th overall, signing a 4-year deal to start off his NBA career with his Pops and the LA Lakers.
That's a tremendous story. I think
It
guys
is.
within the league forget about nepotism. That's all over the place in the game of life. And give this young guy credit. He had a real severe health issue. He's bounced back, and I think he's really going to capitalize on a great opportunity.
And I will say, I think maybe that part does get talked about a little too much, and we forget about the prospect that was Bronny James. He's a consensus top 30 recruit out of high school. He had a really good combine. He has a 40.5-inch vertical. Like, you take a look at the numbers, and they do scream fringe second-round draft prospect, which is exactly where he went.
Yeah, that's true. And when you look at them, you look at guys like Peyton, Avery Bradley, you know, the really premier point guard defenders that can really get up and challenge, like Mickey McConnell now and these guys like that really can get up and play at 90-plus feet. And then what are you going to do on offense? And that's going to be the key here. Can he make some drift threes, and can he get in the paint and create for others? But I love his work ethic.
Fardaz Amack splitting the pair at the line. Played for Mark Madsen at a couple of different schools in college, Utah Valley, and finished up his collegiate career at Cal. Connect. Big-time score at Tennessee and Northern Colorado. Late clock for East. Dancing. Getting past Arms.
Wow.
Nice finish. And the foul.
Really, really nice crossover dribble left to right, gets down the paint, and takes a hit and finishes. Great job. Kev, look at that crossover. That's great. And then to take the hit, and he just gets past the guy. And again, that weak side defender's got to come over there. Don't worry about the illegal defense.
East can't quite complete the three-point play. Lead is 6 for the Kings. Amack, little push shot. Lewis, shot fake. To the hoop. Oh, man, he is in the building and feeling himself early on.
Wow, that's impressive. Left hand.
Yeah, I watched him at Pepperdine. I thought he could have been a first-round pick. He is legit. Arms. In and out. Eight already for Maxwell Lewis. Bronny over Dane Goodwin. Another one just a little strong for Bronny. Oh, Jordan Ford blazing past the defense.
Well, that's impressive because we know he can make perimeter shots, and that time there he just got down there and finished. You don't see a lot of rim protection here, so guys are really trying to take it off the bounce and get all the way. Just a little change of gear there, Kev. Just a shoulder fake and goes right by him.
You were talking about him earlier, saying he's a crafty scorer, Jordan Ford.
He really is. You know, Kev, you're not auditioning just for the teams you're with.
Nope, exactly.
There's a lot of scouts here, and they'll be here, and they'll be in Vegas, and they'll be up in Sacramento, and, you know, you're auditioning for the entire league.
Yeah, you're playing for 30 teams right now as Tommy Kuhse hits the three.
There's another St. Mary's guy, and I love his story. He was a walk-on there, and by the time he left, he was a legend.
Randy Bennett, as he was in high school, Kuhse, he encouraged him to go the Division II route instead of walking on. Well, he turned into quite the Gale.
That's great. That's a nifty pass and knocks down a shot coming right off the bench. You love that. That hairdo's pretty good, Kev.
He really improved his three-point shot. 41% from three in Germany this year. Last year, the previous year in the G League, he was at 31%. So
that's great.
That's a big uptick. Offensive rebound a couple of times. Can't get it, Hassan Ward. And then we'll have a whistle against the Kings. Blake Hinson in for the first time, signing a two-way contract with the Los Angeles Lakers, so he'll spend his time with the South Bay Lakers and the LA Lakers this year as we have a traveling violation.
You know, another big aspect of the NBA game is the bigs being able to dribble handoff. So you saw him catch the ball on the left elbow and then dribble over to the right side, and some guys just aren't really comfortable with that.
Yeah, Castleton is a skilled big, and obviously that's something he's going to want to work on. Interesting idea from Ahmad Caver, but the pass way behind.
Don't leave your feet without a purpose.
Ahmad Caver, he was in Israel when the attacks happened to start the Israel-Hamas war. And he had to leave Israel, found a team in France to play with, but he said he could see missiles from his apartment flying. So, really scary situation.
Wow.
Yeah. You got a foul here, and that'll send Maxwell Lewis to the line, who has proven to be a silky smooth operator thus far. 4 for 4 for 8 points.
You know, a guy like this, you know, that's down near LA, and the scouts probably get a good look at him. And these summer league teams are made up of a lot of players that the scouts have seen, maybe didn't get drafted or a year in, and they're watching them in another league, say in Europe. And they're the ones who really bring it to the front office to compile the team, get it all together, and they do a great job with that. Lewis
taken 40th overall by, originally Denver traded to the Lakers on draft night in 2023. Spent some time in the G League with their South Bay club. South Bay Lakers playing at the Lakers practice facility.
El Segundo.
Yeah, love it down there.
Oh, very nice job stepping out and switching there.
Here's Caver blowing past Kuhse and wiped off the backboard. Yes, that's a goaltend on Armel Traore. As we will take a timeout. Traore on a two-way contract with the Lakers. More on him later. As the Lakers trail this one by 3, we are not going to timeout because that is technically not a dead ball. It's a made bucket. So The next whistle will send us to a break.
Kevin, a big like that, you just love the way he stepped out on that high screen action on the right side, but then he got back in the play and he did goaltend, but it was really a good effort to block the shot. Good lateral movement.
Well, you're not going to find a bigger Armel Traore fan in America than yours truly.
Really?
Yeah. Played with Victor Wembanyama, Mets 92 a couple years ago. There's a foul on Dalton Connect, so I saw a lot of Armel. That'll take us to a timeout. I promise we go to break right now.
Now we've got a timeout on the floor.
There's another Kings roster in that one. These guys aren't going to drive from San Francisco to Sacramento and play later tonight. Don't worry.
In the old days, we'd take the bus up there, and maybe on the way back, if we did well, we got to stop at In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah, I know you've been in the NBA for a while, Saint. You never had double headers, did you?
No, but we would play 4 and 5 nights. That was a real journey.
Oh, yeah. Dalton Connect splitting the pair.
Got on the board. Good for him.
Another guy who started out in JUCO before going to a mid-major in Northern Colorado before finishing up his collegiate career in the SEC at Tennessee. Yves Pons into the corner, pass a little off target. Open three, Antoine Davis.
Great example of a dribble penetration and a great kick. That was a great job.
Number 2 all-time scorer in NCAA men's basketball history behind Pistol Pete. Hinson. Traore trying to keep that alive. It's going to go off Armel Traore and out of play. Former Wemby teammate.
Kev, this is a great opportunity for these two coaches.
Yeah.
You know, running the game and probably taking the practices and video sessions. Great opportunity.
Dane Johnson, the head coach of the Lakers Summer League team. He's the head coach of their G League team, the South Bay Lakers. Jawad Williams, former North Carolina Tar Heel, played in the NBA for 3 years, the head coach of the Kings Summer League team here in San Francisco. Donis Arms gets it back, puts it in.
If you're Connect, you got to come up with that ball. You're going to be a wing guy and you're going to be in the paint. You got to be a little bit more physical.
Lead is 7 for Sacktown.
Oh,
nice
I love
pass. Connect.
There you
what
go.
A feed, and Traore will get to the line. Hopefully he's okay.
That was a terrific pass. Perfect read. He saw both defenders come to him, a missed read on defense by the Kings, and he hit the guy rolling to the basket right in stride. Good strong move to the hoop.
So Traore, Bilal Coulibaly, and Victor Wembanyama led Mets 92 to the Pro A Finals in 2023. How good were those three? Well, the following year, Mets 92 went defunct. 4-30, and they're no longer a team. So they had quite the impact. Traore missing the first, finished up this year with Blois, also a French pro team, as he misses both.
Our man Tony Parker's got a team over there, doesn't he now, Kev?
Yeah, and his brother TJ Parker, who's on the Sacramento Kings bench here in Summer League, used to coach Asvel, which was Tony Parker's team. They're like the Boston Celtics of LNB Pro A.
Now you're talking.
21 league championships for Asvel.
Wow.
Lost in the semis this year. Inside, Traore, power dribble, nice finish for Armel.
Nice feed by Tommy. He read the defender who was fronting the post. There was no weak side help, and he led him right to the rim. Really nice job on the. You know, we don't put enough value on the entry pass to the post, and that was a beautiful example of it.
Really nice feed from Tommy Kuzi, an illegal screen set by Yves Pons. If you ever have a free 15 minutes, YouTube search Yves Pons 2022 French Slam Dunk Contest. It's the second best slam dunk contest performance I've ever seen besides Vince Carter right here in the Bay Area in 2000.
Wow, that's strong praise.
Leapfrogged over Wemby for a dunk.
Really?
Dunked from behind the foul line, foot behind the foul line. Took off his shoes from the baseline, cock back reverse jam without shoes or socks. Yeah.
Wow.
It was impressive. He might be the best vertical athlete in basketball in the world right now.
Woo.
Love me some Eve Pons. Kuzi catch and shoot. Traore came down with it. Mangus gets stripped. Ahmad Caver to beat the buzzer, couldn't get it to go. That'll do it for the first quarter. 23-18 Sacramento. 10 for Maxwell Lewis for the Lakers, 8 for Adonis Arms for the Kings. Game 1 of the 2024 California Classic at Chase Center. 23-18 Sacramento over LA. So
Kev, you know, minutes-wise, you're trying to give everybody a run. So you're not going to expect anybody to play, 30-plus minutes. But, you want to give guys good 4 or 5 minute spurts. So you talk about your substitution patterns before the games with your assistant. That's beautiful. Nice pick and pop. Great job.
Blake Hinson, who's built like a football player, did play high-level football in high school, decided to pursue a college basketball career. It's worked out well for him on the two-way with the Lakers. Arms stood up defensively by Mangus, but the three drilled.
Bails him out. Great shot.
Sneed from downtown. His first three of the game. Hinson again. Oh, he was walking back from that like he thought it was going in. Kuzi. Fading away, Hinson is feeling pretty comfortable out there. Traore, another extra possession. Ooh, not quite, but he will get to the line.
Good hands. He got that between two defenders and really pursued the ball well. It's a great technique when you're looking to offensive rebound. You might not get a clear path to tip it back, and he did just that, tipped it back to himself. That was really a nice job.
Well, Traore in 4 minutes already has 3 rebounds. And we were talking in between commercial breaks. You saying you really like this guy in the small time you've seen him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good-looking athlete, long arms, has a nice rotation on the ball, and he's good laterally. He really steps out and helps on screens well and goes after penetration. And, he'll be noticed today by many, many NBA people.
Hopefully they don't notice his 0 for 4 free throwing. He misses another pair. Trying to go backdoor for Sneed, and it's picked off. Quincy Olivari. Kuzi for Traore.
There you go. Nice job. Kuzi's man went backdoor on him. Great technique. He had his hand up to get a deflection. Got the ball back in the middle, penetrate the paint, and made a nice dish.
That'll be a foul on Kyle Mangus. Played with the Indiana Mad Ants last year.
Best way to get it up the floor, pass it ahead. Loses the hand a little bit, but doesn't get flustered and makes a nice feed.
Bronny James back in. You can hear the applause in the building.
Wherever you go in the summer leagues, there's always a lot of Laker fans.
Oh, yeah.
Always. Especially in Vegas.
That's for sure. Bond's a little out of control. Jay Nagel a 3. Lasers it in.
Kev, that looked like your driver. Line drive.
Hey, it worked. Nice reverse for Kuzi. He's playing well.
He's doing a nice job.
Kuzi with 5 points, 3 assists, and gets a deflection. Mangus.
I think Randy Bennett's here because he's got 2 St. Mary's guys playing today, and he's probably just smiling because he loves good defense.
That he does. He's done a great job over the last couple of decades.
Spectacular.
Catch and shoot. There's a foul on the shot. And Bronny James saying that Xavier Sneed kicked out his leg.
That guy there's watched Reggie Miller, hadn't he?
Just a little bit.
Watch that leg. We didn't get a good look at it, but boy, a lot of guys have mastered that technique. Yeah, hey, Kev, come on now. What do you think? Come on.
A slide. Yeah, they're going to challenge it.
There you go. Get that green light going round and round and round.
It looked like it went out a little to the side. Be interesting to see what the officials decide.
I love seeing that thing blinking down there.
The lamp is lit.
There you go.
Our officials, Julian McFadden, Jason Alabanza, and Cameron Gelinas.
Now, you don't think now they're talking to Secaucus, are they? Not on this. They got to decide for themselves. There you go.
Replays provided in-house.
Los Angeles is challenging ruling number 4 of an offensive foul.
So there's the official word from Julian McFadden, our crew chief for this one. So what did you think? Kick his leg out?
Yes, I'm going to say yes, but they probably won't do it. There's so much that goes into this, the landing space and you know, all that thing, and he's jumping into him and all that kind of thing. I think they're probably going to stay with the fall, but you know what I do love, Kevin? I do love, what's Kennedy's first name? I love when the refs go up to the microphone and they give you a dissertation on what they're going to review and what the result was. Some of those guys, you know, could be up for an Oscar or an Emmy.
You're talking about Bill Kennedy?
I love him.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. That was a pretty quick review. Discussing it. Should also note that in Summer League, if there's an instant replay of an out-of-bounds violation that's triggered by a coach's challenge, the on-court officials and replay center will be able to review the video to see if there was a foul proximate to the violation, if it should have been called or not. So in the past,
after review, the challenge by Los Angeles is deemed successful. We're going to have no imminent possession. We're going to have a jump ball center circle 82 in the game.
Yeah, so he did kick the leg out. Good challenge by Dane Johnson, but just to finish up on the proximate fouls. Proximate meaning related to the play that was called through time, distance, players involved, or some combination thereof. But essentially, if there was a foul committed that wasn't called out of bounds, they can go back and call the foul now. In the past, you weren't able to do that.
You know, our league, you know, through the competition committee, they really do a great job adjusting every year, making a few little subtle moves and how the game's officiated, and I think they're doing a great job with that.
So it'll be a jump ball. Pons and Traore. Castleton and Amac trying to get in. They'll have to wait for the next dead ball. And Traore wins the tap. Bronny. Gets a clean look. And here's Sacramento on the fast break, almost thrown a little too far ahead of Nagel. Push shot, no. Hinson bulldozing his way to the bucket and draws the foul.
I was worried he got hurt right there.
Yeah, kind of looked like his shoe gave out.
Whew. Yeah, you're right, Kev.
And slipped. Yeah, that's always a scary situation, Sam, when you see someone go down like that. Thankfully, no ankles were twisted.
He's another big guy. Played back there at Pitt in the ACC.
6-year college player, or 6 years in college. Didn't play a couple of years, one due to an unspecified medical condition. While he was at Iowa State, also played at Ole Miss, and then his last 2 years at Pitt. Big-time shooter, hit 9 threes in one game, went 7 for 7 from deep in a game at Cameron Indoor against the Dukies.
Really?
Yeah, so.
When you move around that much, do they cover your moving expenses?
Hey, that's got to be in the NIL money now, too, right?
Holy mackerels.
It's a new day in college basketball.
Sure is. I love it. Look at Tommy fight that post.
Blackshear, late clock, stolen by Bronny. Nice lead pass for Hinson off to Mingus.
That's really well done. Deflection, you get in transition, you get rewarded with a great pass and a layup.
Amac blocked. Castleton ready for that one. Snead back to Amac, who gets fouled.
It was a good pass by a wing player. In that passing lane, good job, get out wide, bounce pass to a guy who could handle it. And that's a nice dish right there. Good job by Hinson.
Now, I quickly want to go back to a point we were talking about Bronny James earlier, and some people might say, well, how can you say a guy who averaged 4.8 points per game as a freshman is ready to play in the NBA? Look, this is all based off potential, and Peyton Watson, for example, averaged 3 points and 2 rebounds, almost 3 rebounds per game. His freshman season at UCLA was a first-round draft pick. So you can't just go off stats. Antoine Davis, who's in this game for Sacramento, second leading all-time scorer in NCAA history, went undrafted. So you can't base college stats as for a reason to draft someone or not.
No, that's a great point. And there, that's really nice penetration. Good job.
Bronny James with his first points as a Los Angeles Laker in Summer League.
Subtle thing right there, Kev. He comes back in transition. He got over the screen beautifully and took away the play of the offense.
Adonis Arms with 13 points now. Bronny off on the midi, and the putback not there for Castleton.
He had a switch with the 5 guarding him, the big. And right there, he settled for the 14-footer. He should attack, go at the rim, make the other guy defend, or finish at the rim.
Maxwell Lewis wiped away by Blackshear, but he was out of bounds. Lewis, the great first quarter. That's his first missed shot. Started 4 for 4 with 10 points. Lewis getting downhill. Good footwork. Everything but the finish there for Maxwell Lewis. 4. Oh, the herky-jerky finish.
Boy, he looked like white chocolate there. Jason Williams.
Great Sacramento King himself.
Beautiful play.
Connect rising. Second bite of the apple here for the Lake Show. Lewis way off.
You can get that shot anytime you want. You got to move the ball. Don't get sticky.
Amac. Arms puts it up and draws the foul. A couple of free throws for Adonis Arms, who has been cooking early with 13 points in 14 minutes.
Kev, you know what I'm liking here? Across the court from us in the front row, there's a gentleman that has a pen and pad out.
Yep, I see who you're talking about.
That's a head coach in the NBA watching his team. That's our pal Mike Brown, and he's making a little note there. And what a terrific job he's done up there in Sacramento. one of the best guys there is in the NBA, and thrilled for his success.
2023 NBA Coach of the Year after leading the Kings to the playoffs for the first time in 17 years, narrowly missing out on the playoffs this year, losing in the 8-9 play-in game to the Pelly Pels of New Orleans. But just a great coach, great assistant for Steve Kerr.
Oh.
Sean East. Lead is 9 for Sacramento. Ford.
Whoa.
Pull-up triple. You weren't a fan of that one, Saint?
We got the green light down there to challenge, but he thinks he's got the green light. Holy moly.
Well, hey, if I'm Jordan Ford and I averaged 16 points for your G League team the year before and played with the Sacramento Kings for 6 games, I might give myself a green light too. Connect. Bronny got to his spot, in and out. Bronny James, a 1-for-6 start for him. That's travel.
You know, I bet Dad would be here, but he's got another thing going on in Las Vegas. A little practice?
Yeah, something called a USA Basketball Training Camp.
There you go.
And they get ready for the Paris Olympics.
Kev, I was talking to my son Greg on the way in, and I said, Greg, who's going to start on that team? We're going to have a chat about that, Kev.
Yeah, I mean, how do you get a starting 5 out of all that talent? How do you make that decision?
Well, I got 3 guys.
Okay, who are they?
Kevin Durant, LeBron, and Steph Curry.
Okay.
Now, I don't know how good Embiid's health is, but, you know, then you got some other guys there, Davis and Adebayo, and who's going to play the 2? I just love Holiday. You know, I don't know if he gets a start over there, but you got Booker and a lot of great other players. There's going to be some guys who aren't going to get to play a ton.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bronny read it right, but it still gets in the hands of Jordan Ford, and he hits the fadeaway.
You know that scoop shot he made before and now that shot? That looks a little bit like Steph Curry.
And one for Colin Castleton. I believe we've had our first Jordan Ford-Steph Curry comparison of his career. That'll take us to a timeout. The lead is 9 for the Kings as that bucket from Castleton stops an 11-0 Sacramento run. Ronnie with 2 points, a rebound, and a steal. 1 for 6 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3 as Colin Castleton steps to the stripe to complete the 3-point play. Castleton, a restricted free agent, has tendered a 2-way qualifying offer by the Lakers after playing in 16 games with the Lakers on a 2-way contract last year. Open look doesn't drop. Antoine Davis on the miss.
There you go.
Good ball movement. East, spin move, finish. Nice.
That's a very, very nice play.
And nearly stolen by Bronny.
Well, there's no doubt. I mean, he's a heck of an athlete. He got in that passing lane, read it beautifully. And I think we're just going to have to see a lot of patience here. It's going to take time, and you just got to allow him to grow.
Illegal screen set by Dane Goodwin.
Can't keep moving when you make those dribble handoffs. You almost have to come to a jump stop. Otherwise, the refs are going to call that all the time.
Yeah. And it's always kind of the chicken or the egg. Did the guard go too soon? Not, well, in that situation, that was kind of a handoff, but you always get those kind of questions. Who's the illegal screen really on? The guy with the ball or the guy setting the screen?
So, Kev, are you insinuating that the guy might have flopped?
I'm saying sometimes the big will say, "Oh, the guard went too soon," or
you get that story a lot.
Yeah. That was a bit of a different situation, but well, the legal, and yeah, you might get some floppage out there too on the part of the defensive player. Jordan Ford is going
Nice
to.
job.
Yeah, he's going to try to go to that sweeping running hook that he has in his bag.
You telling me he's got that running hook right there?
Yeah, I mean, not quite like how
Wow.
Brandon Pajemski does it. It's not
Yeah.
like not a full sweeping hook, but kind of like a running hook, if you will, a little modified. Summer League action continues tonight in California on NBA TV, ESPN, and the ESPN app. Up next, Heat and Warriors tonight. Got the Spurs and Hornets. The other Sacramento Kings in action. Lewis draws two defenders to set up connect. Who connects from deep?
That was a nice job. Good draw and kick.
Timeout called by Sacramento Summer League head coach Jawad Williams. And we'll take a quick break. The lead down to 4 for the Kings.
Pitch it out to teammates, maybe a second drive into the paint. So the purpose and intent is good on both teams.
Well, to your point, Gary, just 1 turnover for the Lakers compared to 11 assists. Pretty good.
That'll win you a heck of a lot of games in this league.
That's for sure. And sometimes these games can turn into turnover fests. As you were mentioning earlier, Gary, these teams maybe have practiced a couple of days, 3-4 days, a very shortened training camp to get ready for Summer League action. Sneed, open in the mid-range, not close. Kuzi's got it.
Oh boy, there he goes again. He must make those.
And 41% from 3 in Germany this year as nobody picks up Dane Goodwin.
That's a nice take to the rim.
His first bucket, played with the Kings G League team, the Stockton Kings this year. Made it all the way to the G League semifinals. Connect missing. He's been off 1 for 6, just like make him 1 for 7 now as Goodwin gets fouled.
You know, there's an art to getting out on the break. And it's not leaking, but know when to go from D to O. And that young guy right there impressed me. Twice in a row, he's gotten down the floor before people and is the recipient of a couple free throws. Good for him.
From your days as a coach, who's the guy you coached who was the best at leaking out?
Oh, boy. Well, we had a phrase that you run at the shooter. And when you ran at the shooter, you then took off. And that put pressure on the opposing team. Somebody had to cover back. And Paul Pressey was one of the best that I can remember. He was tremendous. He just had an instinct about getting out in front of the play.
Father of Phil Pressey, who played with the
go.
Boston Celtics and Phoenix Suns. Also played in the G League with the Santa Cruz Warriors. Good dude.
Great family.
Yeah.
Thing about that family is Paul's wife could beat him in a game of horse.
Good shooter, huh?
Yes.
Castleton, nice reverse. Big C with the deuce.
That's a nice move by that big fella. Good stuff.
Skilled big for sure. Kings by 6. Shot clock is off for Jordan Ford and friends. Pick and pop with Fardaws Amac. And that will do it for the first half. Castleton gave it a ride.
Way to go, big fella.
Not sure he got it off in time, but that was a pretty impressive heave. Well, 20 minutes down, the Sacramento Kings with a 6-point lead, 47-41. And didn't get it off in time, but got backboard from about 75 feet out.
I got some muscles.
All right, we'll take a break. Bronny James and company down by 6 with 20 minutes to go. Back after this. And Sacramento with the 6-point lead. Some of the numbers there flipped, but we're ready to rock. Jordan Ford, really nice second quarter. showing off his moves, and it'll be Lakers basketball to start. Coming up after this one, we have the Miami Heat and the Golden State Warriors. That'll start at approximately 3:30 local, 6:30 Eastern.
Oh, come on.
Delay a game warning given to the Lakers, and I think it might have been because not everybody was seated on the bench for Dane Johnson.
Well, I got my pen out now. I'm going to find out that guy's number.
The ref's number?
Yes. Come on. That's communication. You walk down there and tell the coach, hey, get your guys out there. You don't need to be calling that.
Well, these refs are graded every game. And there's Maxwell Lewis again.
Little scoop going left. Gotta love it.
12 for Lewis. Lead is 4 now for the Kings. 47-43 Sacramento. Back cut forward, nice pass by Amac. As Sneed hits one to beat the shot clock.
You know, Ford got deep in the paint. He didn't have anything to put up at the rim, and he had the presence to throw to the corner and knock down the three. Great job.
Castleton from deep. Big C does it again. They're going to review it to see if it was a long two.
If he's got that in his bag, some people are going to be looking at him.
Oh, and he does have it in his bag. Goodwin too strong. Castleton the rebound. Played at Florida, finished up his collegiate career there after starting off in Michigan. The shot fake this time on Amac, who defends it well. Run out, broken up, stays with Sacramento, and Adonis Arms finishing through physicality.
Really nice job. Got that left shoulder in there, Kev, to take away the shot block and gets it up there. Watch him as he goes to the basket here. This is really a nice understanding of where you are on the floor. Look at that left shoulder. Maybe a little elbow too, but he knocks it in down up there to get it the free throw line. That's a darn good job.
This is a guy who didn't make the varsity team in high school until his senior year and averaged under 3 points per game as a senior in high school, and is now pretty close to a two-way contract after the couple of years he's had in the G League.
Don't you love those stories?
Yeah, it is quite the rise. JUCO Division II, Division I.
Another nice take going left.
Sean East, the bucket. He's 5th in the SEC in scoring this past year with the Missouri Tigers. Sneed catch and shoot. It's been good thus far with 11 points. East again. Oh, he passed up an open layup.
Yep.
Connect. Pass ahead to Fardaws Amac. No, he was caught a little too far underneath and gets stripped. Lewis gliding inside.
A little out of control there.
Yeah. Didn't quite have the angle as Ford rattles out a three.
Boy, that shot is right off that right shoulder. I love it.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
great.
Bit of a different looking shot, but it works for him. Here's Colin Castleton's long 2/3. It is a three. You can see some.
Well, the key was the color of the shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Yep.
the whole key.
I was gonna say, you could also see some color of the regular wood as opposed to the blue three-point line. East blowing up that dribble handoff. That'll go off Goodwin. Over to the Lakers. Good flow here to the third quarter.
You know, Kev, we're seeing a couple elbow sets or high screens, but By and large, these guys are making good decisions and just moving the basketball.
And again, the turnover numbers have been pretty low. Good find there for Max Lewis, blocked by Arms. Bronny a little out of control. I think he kind of took a more difficult shot than he had initially.
Yeah, without a doubt. And, you know, this first half, both he and Connect haven't been maybe at the top of their game, and it's, you know, it's going to take some time.
Yep.
And you just got to have patience.
Castleton.
Very nice.
Nice finish for Castleton.
A little jump hook action.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with going over the old left shoulder.
There you go.
3-point game. Arms attacking the closeout. Takes the contact.
Wow.
This guy is balling out of control right now. 20 points in 20 minutes.
Yeesh. That's impressive. Again, the ability to take the hit. Watch right here. Boom. And he still continues to the basket and finishes. Good for him. Great job.
Now, for something to be said that has probably been said a million times over the course of his life, but Adonis Arms does have Adonis Arms. This guy is pretty built.
And he uses the backboard beautifully. As I mentioned, my old pal Bill Raftery, a little kiss off the glass.
A little kiss. Love Raftery.
Oh, none better.
Fading away, no. It's a 56-50 Sacramento lead. What a pass.
Holy moly.
And Jordan Ford with the reverse. And Adonis Arms doing it all right now. Castleton again. Not that time. 21 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists for the guy with the ball. Backdoor Ford.
Great pass. That's terrific.
Where's his two-way contract? It's coming soon. Averaged 16 a game last year with the Memphis Hustle, the Grizzlies G League affiliate. Bronny, 17-footer, perfect.
Really nice pull-up mid-range, about 16 feet off the left elbow. Good for him.
Really impressed in the combine with his shooting as that one sneaks in off the glass. And Xavier Sneed slow to get back as Bronny gets hung up by Fardaws Amack, and he'll get to the line. Well, that'll take us to break. The action and intensity picking up here at Chase Center. Kings with a 10-point lead. Lakers and Adonis Arms is the major reason why Sacramento has the lead.
Kevy's shown you a lot of stuff. A nice floater and then a finish with contact. Good pass ahead. Now that shows you a feel for the game, and look at that pass. So beyond the scoring, you see two beautiful passes. One a good look up the floor, and the second one on the backdoor pass. So you got to like what you're seeing here today for this young guy, and it speaks well for the summer for him.
7 of 10 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. A perfect 6 of 6 from the stripe as Bronny misses his first free throw. Talking about Bronny shooting, went 19 for 25 in the three-point shooting drill at the combine. That was second in the combine for the day that he did it.
He's going to be scrutinized every darn game he plays in, and he's just got to keep his confidence going, and it's going to come together because there's a knowledge there of the game and a good skill level, and you know, I think it's a very bright future for him.
Yeah, has the measurables, 6'1" without shoes, but 6'7" plus wingspan, so a +6 wingspan. Well, there's a lot to work with there. And he's used to the scrutiny. He's been facing it for a while.
Wow.
Maxwell Lewis, my word.
That is a really nice finish. Did you see the extension on the last step, Kev? Usage of the rim, he gets to the weak side opposite the ball, and He finishes there. That's beautiful.
Arms off the bounce three. Maybe feeling himself a little too much there. Connect. See if he can get going. Attacking AMAC and finishing.
Well, he's going at it big there, and he got head and shoulders by him and made a nice finish. It hasn't been a great offensive day for him, but he continues to work at it. I like the way he's competing on the defensive end.
Ahmad Caver hits the midi. Eight-point lead for the Kings. Castleton draws two, throws it way over the head of Lewis and into the fifth row, though I don't think the fans can bring home the basketball with them. Says in Oracle Park.
How many baseballs do you think they go through now in a game?
Ooh, that is a great question, Saint.
Hey, I'm looking there. There's a lot of NBA guys sitting in that front row down there. We mentioned Mike Brown, and I see a lot of old faces that I know.
Yeah. I'm going to guess 30 baseballs, but I could be way off.
I bet it's more.
Probably.
They used to be made in Chicopee, Massachusetts, in Spalding.
Have you heard of that town, Chicopee, Massachusetts?
Quite a place, quite a place. And they made the NBA basketballs for a long, long time till Wilson got involved. Top Flight was there, the golf clubs, balls.
There you go. Kevin down alongside Chicopee's finest, Gary St. Jean.
You know, I'm going to do something for Podziemski this year.
Okay, what are you going to do?
Well, in Chicopee, we have the Chicopee Provision, and we have the best kielbasa in the United States of America. And I'm going to have some sent out here from some of my good guys back east. My pal John Bedinkowitz might send them out here. And then they get this Doman's horseradish. Oh my gosh, fantastic! Cook it on the grill. It's better than a prime ribeye.
Wow, that is quite the statement, quite the take. Best kielbasas in America.
I'm telling you.
Chicopee.
Oh my gosh.
By the way, our producer R.C. Davis letting us know they go through anywhere from 96 to 120 baseballs per game. That was a little bit off.
Well, RC's on top of it, so I believe him.
Armel Traore finishing with authority.
Look who makes the nice pass, my man Tommy.
Kuzi with 4 assists off the bench. All the way to the hoop, Adonis Arms. Give him 24 points. Blake Hinson off the bench and in for a 3.
You know what Kuzi did there? He saw that the pick and roll wasn't there because the wing cheated in. He made the pass right to the wing. That's a good experienced guard finding the right shot.
6-point lead for the Kings. They both scored 20 this quarter,
Woo!
make it 23 for Sacramento. As Antoine Davis hits the triple. More than 3,600 points in his NCAA career at Detroit. Played last year with the Rip City Remix. Hinson again.
Wow.
He said this guy can fill it up. Had a 9-3 game once, 7 for 7 as we mentioned from deep at Duke. He played with the Pitt Panthers. Caver inside the elbow. Good back and forth here in the third. Kuzi left unguarded. And a double-double now for Adonis Arms with 24 and 10. Davis the 3. Splash.
Boy.
Sacramento is shooting 57%.
That'll work.
That will. Dalton Connect stepping back. Even though it's not going in, the shots are looking good for Connect.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, Kev. His shot selection is very solid.
Antoine Davis, again, just a big-time scorer in college average. 14 per game for the Rip City Remix, Portland's G League team this past year.
Great name.
Oh, it is. Of course, a Warriors legend is partly responsible for the name Rip City. Jim Barnett shot.
Our man.
Against the Lakers, I want to say.
Yeah, I think
He
you're
hit
right.
that shot.
Bill Schonley, great longtime announcer up there.
fantastic broadcaster. They've had some good ones up in Portland. Calabro, great TV broadcaster. Great pass by Adonis Arms, and that will lead to free throws for Hassan Ward.
Boy, Arms, good passing.
All right, we have our under 3 mandatory right now with 20.9. Good flow to the third quarter. The NBA did this year, Saint.
Yeah.
No games on Election Day. Encourage voting.
Yeah, we've got a lot of wonderful people in the league office on top of stuff like that. And, you know, we've all got to get out there and vote.
Hassan Ward missing the first of 2. Ward finishing up his collegiate career at Iowa State. Played in the CEBL, Canadian Elite Basketball League, in the summer to start before joining up with the King Summer League outfit. Goes 1 of 2 from the line. Sacramento is shooting 69% this quarter.
Wow.
Yeah, and 58% for the game, and that's why they're up 15 now. Been a 9-0 run over the last couple of minutes for the 916 crew. Olivari off the side of the backboard, and Menges beats the buzzer, but didn't get it. I don't know why Cameron Jelinas was saying we need to review it. It didn't go in. So 79-64. I'm curious as to why. Oh, was he fouled? Might have been fouled.
Wow.
It went down as a missed jumper on the live stats on courtside.
What else could they be looking at?
Yeah, they must have called a foul. Let's see.
We have a foul at zeros. We're going to look and see how much time is left.
Yep, that's what it is. So, I did not see it in live action, Saint. I'm not sure if you did.
You know what? Let's play. I want to see that.
Well, if there was contact, it happened with like 0.4 maybe when Dane Goodwin flew by. I think that's what they called right there.
All right.
So 0.6 maybe? Say anywhere from 0.4 to 0.6 would be my guess.
Upon review, the foul occurred with 0.5 remaining in the period.
There you go, half a second.
Kevin, did any of these refs work the G League? You seen some of these guys?
Oh, I know all these guys.
Do you?
Yeah, Alabanza I see a lot. And yeah, Jelinas and McFadden have come through a few times down to Kaiser Permanente Arena, the home of the Santa Cruz Warriors.
Boy, what a great operation that is.
That's a lot of fun.
Holy moly.
Yeah. One G League franchise of the year quite a few times, including this year.
I like to go down to Capitola and Aptos, and invariably I run into fans down there, and boy, they just love it. They fill up the place, and been a really Steve Kerr's son has done a terrific job down there in the front office, and as you said, they've been recognized, and great job.
That'll do it for the third quarter. The free throws made by Menges. And it's a 13-point lead for Sacramento with 10 minutes remaining here at Chase. Percent as a team, they lead by 13, 79-66. Kevin Dan alongside Gary St. Jean, and this Sacramento Kings offense is humming along, Saint.
Well, they're just unselfish. You've got a couple people that can dribble, penetrate, as we noted, Arms and our man Kuzi, and they're just doing a nice job of making good decisions.
Jay Nagel with it, out there alongside Hassan Ward, Dane Goodwin, Ahmad Kaver, and Xavier Sneed, and there's a traveling violation on Nagel. That is the 11th turnover for Sacramento.
Kev, see, he's got those red or orange shoes on so you can really see when you move the puppies. And he got caught.
So would you suggest either a black or white shoe to make it not as noticeable?
Yeah, well, hey, unless your game is electric. Look at that.
That was an electric shot from Blake Hinson.
Wow, you were right on him with Pitt.
Yeah, this guy can fill it up. It looks so easy coming off his arms.
Does.
Like it's effortless for him to get it to the hoop from 25, 26 feet.
Well, he's strong.
Again, big-time high school football player. He started as a wide receiver for his high school football team when he was in 8th grade. So, yeah.
That's good defense on the ball.
And a 5 count.
Excellent job.
Armel Traore leading the charge defensively there. Kuzi snaking the screen.
There it is.
Ooh.
Whoa, baby. Wow.
That was nice.
You know, one of my all-time favorites is Bob Cousy, who's down in Florida. He's in his 90s, and he had a different spelling of the name, but he had a hook like that that looked just like it. Look at that thing. That's beautiful.
Yeah, this Kuzi spells it K-U-H-S-E.
Right. C-O-U-S-E-Y or Y?
I think just Y. Yeah. No E in Bob Kuzi's last name.
We probably don't have many listeners that remember the great Bob Cousy, but he's one of the all-time greats we've had in the NBA.
Quincy Olivari.
Oh.
Rattling one down. It's 10 straight for the Lakers. They're within 5. Not 10 straight anymore.
Wow.
Ahmad Caver bucket in the bump.
Wow, a little Euro action. Really great extension. Gets to the opposite side and finishes beautifully. Great job.
That was an elongated Euro step.
Very good.
Caver, Old Dominion, same college as Kent Bazemore. Significantly younger than Bays. Hits the free throw. Bazemore played here for both the Warriors, the Lakers, and the Kings. Played for all 3 teams. In addition to the Hawks and the Blazers. Amac has been rebounding well, but hasn't finished well. There's a foul called.
It's a nice job by the Kings. They got it into the mid-post and ran some split action off there. And both the Kings and the Warriors are 2 of the best in the NBA at running that.
Yeah, Warriors and Kings fans know all about split action. They hear that a few times per game on the broadcast because it's a play that is run so frequently. Henson, no look pass. Mangus wide open.
Look at that. Great play by Cousy.
Gets a screen. Just missing the 3. Amac. Golden Bear banging down low with Henson. Draws himself a foul. Get himself to the stripe.
You know, Amac did a nice job at Cal this year. He had some double-figure rebound games and was a presence in the paint. He's a big body. He's a strong guy.
He tied a Western Athletic Conference record with 27 double-doubles when he was at Utah Valley. The guy he tied, somebody by the name of Pascal Siakam.
Woo.
But yeah, you mentioned his rebounding. He averaged 11 rebounds per game this year.
Good job.
3 years ago at Utah Valley, he averaged 15 rebounds a game.
So you look at a guy like him, and he may not be NBA ready. So you say, well, does he go to a G League team? Or maybe, you know, there's European scouts here as well. And they'll be looking at guys like him, and you never have too many quality bigs.
Yeah, you figure a guy like him in a European league where you can stay in the paint for 3 seconds as Hinson hits another three.
Wow.
See Amac certainly being a really good European pro.
Kev, I look at Hinson, and his body reminds me of Larry Johnson.
Yeah, it's a good call.
Wow, he's big. That shot is beautiful. Great pass. Took the hit.
With that three, he's 5 of 7 from deep, Blake Hinson.
That'll open eyes.
I think he's hit his last 4 as well. Arms. Nice spin. No, but Amac's there.
There you go.
Arms might go to the scores table and say that was a pass. Olivari, no. Arms takes some contact.
Second personal, 16 down.
Quincy Olivari, the foul there.
I want to see if Ford gets going a little bit this half.
11 points at halftime. He's got 15 overall.
Yeah, that's a really good pass by a big. Traffic in the paint, and he gets rid of it. Really nice job by Amac.
A short roll.
Yep.
Ford will go to the line.
Great example of that. You know, the bigs don't roll as the old days. They don't roll all the way to the basket. You tell your guard he's got to catch it and lay it in. Well, now they catch at the broken circle, and maybe they have a floater, and if the defense is clogged up in there, then they have the ability to pass weak. And you have so many bigs in the NBA that can do that now. It's a great skill.
Well, that skill can lead to a lot of money, as we saw with Isaiah Hartenstein in the playoffs. Really good operating that mid-range with either a push shot and really good passer for his size. And getting a nice chunk of change from the Oklahoma City Thunder.
$76 million in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, he's pushing $30 million a year on that contract.
He had a fantastic year.
He really did. Sneed the steal. Arms, lays it in, give him 26. Well, Lakers have this down to 5. It's back up to 12. Kuzi bumped by Amac.
Where did Kuzi play in Europe?
So Kuzi was in Germany this year at the top division. He signed with Derthona in Italy, Serie A, so top level Italy. Really good league there. So next year he will be in Italy. I'm sure he has an NBA out, so an NBA team could sign him to a contract, and I'm sure there would be a way for him to get some FIBA clearance. You see that? You see that?
I wouldn't mind playing in Tuscany.
Yeah.
You know, I'd stop in Florence, and oh boy, a little steak, nice bottle of red.
There you go.
Look at that, big fella handles.
Castleton's a real player.
Yeah.
Arms, let's see if he's got something in store. Oh, the reverse.
That's not Jason Richardson, but that was pretty good.
Two-time slam dunk champ here for the Golden State Warriors. Kuzi hits it.
A baby.
Tommy Kuzi, 2 of 5 from downtown. He's kind of threatening a double-double, 10 points, 8 assists.
St. Mary's guys are playing darn well.
Ford with 17 points, 4 assists. There's another 3. And the Kings back up by 12. That's Antoine Davis. There's been a spark plug off the bench. He's 5 of 7 from downtown. Kuzi, tough finish. Castleton, holding his lower back.
Oh, boy.
Never a good sign. Trying to get back into play, but Amac has a wide open layup. And yeah, Dane Johnson has to call timeout. Hopefully Castleton is okay. Well, 96-84, Kings with a 12-point lead. Back with more after this. The Kings at approximately 10:30 Eastern. Again, catch the games on NBA TV, ESPN, and the ESPN app. Kuzi, back to work we go with a 12-point Kings lead.
Well, the good news, Kev, is Castleton stayed in the game.
Yeah, that is good news.
Nice pass.
Better news for Sacramento is that Adonis Arms just threw one down off the lob.
Holy cow.
This guy is hooping. Kuzi, really nice off the bench with 15 points now.
Look at that. These guys are matched up against each other. Two Gales.
Gale and Gale Crime. Who does Randy Bennett root for in that situation?
Who's ever going to buy him dinner?
Antoine Davis continues his great game with 17 points now on 6 of 9. Deflection from Arms. Amac leading the break. Davis. A microwave scorer missing there. Lewis, Hierro stepping, missing. He's got 14, did most of his damage in the first quarter. Final 3 minutes, Kings up 14. Amac.
That's a darn good job right there.
And it leads to another 3 for Antoine Davis. 6 triples for Davis.
Kev, just what you were talking about, though, before that short roll.
Yeah.
Really nice job by Amac. Catch the ball, look weak. Look to the weak side where the defense is probably shrunk, and you throw it to the corner. That's great.
Got another break, our last break of regulation. The Kings have extended their lead to 16 points over the Lakers here in San Francisco. .30 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals for Adonis Arms.
Well, he sure has opened my eyes. He's got a body, 6'6", 205, maybe a little smaller than, say, Andre Iguodala. But he's a heck of an athlete and really has shown us a lot. Not only the ability to score, but I really like the way he passes the basketball. And that shows me a high basketball IQ. So that's a good signing by Sacramento to have him in. I'm sure they're going to take him probably. I know they got 2 teams, but he certainly probably earned the privilege to go to Las Vegas next week.
A great year with the Memphis Hustle. Scored a franchise record 22 points in a quarter this year. Again, his college route, Mesa Community College, Northwest Nazarene, a Division II school, Winthrop, and then Texas Tech.
Wow. Again, moving expenses.
Yeah. Actually played at the same high school as Brandon Clark of the Memphis Grizzlies, a year younger than him. Ronnie, the deflection. Let's move forward. Arms looking for more. Why not? Wow, what a move and finish.
Texas Tech has had a heck of a basketball program for a long time, and they always have good athletes. And boy, he's shown you a lot today.
Connect. Nice finish there.
Maybe his best move of the day, Kev.
Yeah.
Beside knocking down a 3. It hasn't been really beautiful for him, but I'm optimistic about him. I think he's got a game that plays at all 3 levels.
That was a guy whose draft range in Connect was like 6 to 10. And so when he fell all the way to 17, it was probably the home run of the first round for any team. The Lakers able to get Dalton Connect. And the questions are with his age. He's 23 years old. When you were a GM, how much did that concern you?
You know, not as much as a lot of people think that you want to get these guys coming out after a year or whatever. And that experience of playing in college can really benefit guys, both on the basketball court, off the court. And so I think it's grown now that people accept guys that play 3 or 4 years and feel better about them.
Castleton.
Look at that.
Good footwork, draws the foul on Hassan Ward, and he'll get to the line.
You know, everybody loves that up fake and under, kind of a Kevin McHale kind of move of the old days. And if you got a good up fake, it can pay you a lot of dividends.
How'd you like that up fake there from Castleton?
Pretty good. But you'd like to see it at least above the shoulders, and he's got to really pump and sell it. And then balance, the feet are so important because you're trying to get the defender to bite at the fake, and then you're going to step through. And that was a pretty darn good job.
Colin Castleton has never missed a free throw in his NBA career. He's 6 for 6.
You jinxed him. You jinxed him.
Oh, this doesn't go for his NBA regular season total. So
okay.
75% free throw shooter in the G League this year with South Bay. Good one. Over Bronny, hits it. Bronny in and out. Keenan Blackshear taking contact. Chance for him to get in the book. Look for his first points of the game, Keenan Blackshear. Played his college ball at Nevada after a couple of years at Florida Atlantic.
At the line, number 37, Keenan Blackshear.
Nevada's had some good players over the last 7 or 8 years. Old Eric Musselman was up there and had a number of guys. I think, is it Caleb Martin that just signed a good contract, I think, with Philadelphia. He had a better offer from Miami, and he bet on what was going to happen, and he's fortunate to get with a team that's going to be one of the top 3 teams in the East, along with Boston and New York.
Yeah, nice offseason for the Sixers.
There
Getting Paul George. Oh, big block, but there was contact first.
That was a good take going left. Nice job.
Someone just get teed up?
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Technical foul on 37, Keenan Blackshear. That resulted in 1 free throw at the line. Number 4, about 1 shot.
Blackshear got teed up. I know the fine used to be in the G League if you got teed up. It was a $50 fine. I don't know if there's a dollar amount on the fine in Summer League for getting a technical foul.
Yeah, see, you learn something every day. So it was $50?
Yeah, I think it still might be 50.
Huh. Now down there, that's a lot of money.
A lot more for a G Leaguer. $50 means more to a G Leaguer than it does an NBAer, that's for sure. Dalton Connect.
It's a very important thing for a coach to get that in his contract. That the team
pays the technical fouls. Did you have that in your contract?
Absolutely. After all my tutelage from Nelly.
that was a must?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Do you get a lot of texts, Gary?
A fair amount. A couple times, you know, your team's not playing good and you just want to leave.
Yeah.
And Earl Strom used to tell you, hey, if I got to stay here and ref this mess, then you got to stay here and coach.
So he wouldn't give you that second
So he
tee.
wouldn't do it. He'd smile at you.
Kings by 14. Kings, Heat, Warriors, and Lakers all playing 3 games here. Today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Connect the steal and got fouled from behind by Blackshear.
Kev, you know, we've got a good crowd. The lower bowl is almost completely full.
Obviously, the Lakers always draw well for Summer League. Of course, a lot of Warriors fans going to be here for the Warriors Heat game. Kings fans always come out en masse, though.
It's terrific.
Probably figure Kings fans are divided between San Francisco and Sacramento today. Maybe some are doing the doubleheader.
No, knowing the Kings fans, they're at both places.
Yeah.
They've got a beautiful new building downtown, and their fans up there are really excited about their team.
Golden One Center is a beautiful place to
Yeah.
watch a game of basketball.
I love going back up there. A lot of great people.
Gary St. Jean, former head coach of the Sacramento Kings, took them to the playoffs. Blackshear to Goodwin. Bronny stays in front of him. Got to get a shot off. Davis will. Final 3 seconds. Maxwell Lewis to beat the buzzer. Doesn't get it. And that's your final score, folks. 108-94. High scoring affair for a 40-minute game. As Sacramento Kings get it done behind a 62% shooting performance as a team, Saint. They were filling it up.
Yeah, it sure was. You know what? I enjoy watching these young guys getting a chance to perform in an NBA setting, and a lot of them stepped up and did a great job.
Adonis Arms, the man of the hour, 32 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. We will be talking with him shortly, but he really impressed today. What'd you like most about his game, Gary?
Well, I've said it 3 times. He scored terrific numbers, but I like his feel. I like his passing. That shows me he's got a high basketball IQ, and you like his build and everything. So he was a very solid signing for the Kings, and I'm sure that he's going to shine here as we go through the summer.
Adonis Arms making his way through the handshake line. They're giving him the headset momentarily, and he's putting the headset on right now. And we have Adonis Arms with us. Adonis, you're talking with Kevin Dana and Gary St. Jean. Congratulations on your great performance today. What do you feel like was working so well for you?
First off, I want to start by giving all glory to God first, man. I want to give him all the praise and glory, and I just want to thank him for giving me the ability to play this game. And I want to shout out to my mom and sister for always believing in me. But for me, today it was just about playing, man. Like, just playing and just letting my teammates just figure out a way we can play as a team and play together, honestly. I was just going with the flow of the game, and credit all to those guys.
Well, Adonis, Gary St. Jean here, and I love your vision of the floor. You're an unselfish player. You pass the ball ahead. You find guys on the back doors, and you've got a nice basketball IQ, and you played a heck of a game today. Congratulations.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
You know, Texas Tech fans know your story well. Didn't make varsity until your senior year of high school.
Yeah.
Told your JUCO teammates before you even played a game of junior college basketball that you were going to the NBA. Your teammates laughed at you.
For sure.
Well, now you're coming off a 16-point-per-game season in the G League, one of the best leagues in the world. How close do you feel to your NBA dream now?
I feel close. What up, gang? I feel close, man. But like I said, I'm just going to keep working. I'm going to keep my head down, keep my face strong, and see what God got for me, man. I'm going to just keep on working.
Well, you keep playing like this, and you're not only being observed by all the Kings personnel, but understand that every game, almost every team has a scout here.
Smooth.
And so you stepped up today, and you're going to have an opportunity to probably go to Vegas next week.
I appreciate it,
And
man.
I bet you're going to do a darn good job.
Hey, bro, I hope I do too, bro. We're going to keep working.
All right, Adonis, thanks for your time. Congrats on the win.
Y'all. Thank you.
All right, that is Adonis Arms.